Hey, once again, it's Thomas here at Fat Tracks, wearing my fish hat and talking again about the book. I think this is part three, I guess, of however many parts of book ordering. So, this particular thing about how I decide on ordering books is more of a almost a gripe at authors.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
I'm making a lot of assumptions, and I have to make these assumptions because I don't know. I'm I'm basically a middleman between the consumer and the producer, right?
You don't really know me. You just wanna do what you wanna do.
And that means that I can make assumptions about what the producer or the author in this particular situation is doing, but that's all they are assumptions. So this assumption has to do with an attitude that I imagine that certain authors have, whether or not they mean to, which is that they feel like they've written the book and maybe more than likely they've sourced the cover art and they found a publisher or a rep for a distributor or whatever, and so they're done. So when I go to uh, Penguin or Ingram or Simon and Schuster or whoever, and I'm looking at their book, a lot of times uh, information about the book isn't complete, and I don't know that. I mentioned yesterday that there was the book with the cat on the front. I don't remember the title of it.
Typical.
That's actually part of a series, but nothing from the distributor mentions that it's part of a series. It doesn't say book one of 15. It just says this particular title. And sometimes it says part of this series. I actually have tried finding information about a series and I didn't know it was a series. I tried to find information about a book that was part of a series. And I went to Amazon. And even Amazon said this was a book in this series, but it didn't have any idea. They didn't have any idea what number it was in the series. And that goes to a larger problem that I mentioned to a customer, and if you come in here, I'm probably going to talk about it at some point. That back in the heyday, right before the consolidation of the record labels, there were a million different sub labels, right? And a lot of really sketchy things happened with smaller groups, smaller bands when signing the record deal. They didn't read the fine print, and so they didn't realize that they were kind of getting screwed. And this seems to be happening on the book side now. People jump in on getting self-published or published through like Amazon, and then they wonder why they can't get their book in a bookstore when the bookstore can't get the book. And if they can get the book, the margins are terrible or the information's incomplete. Sometimes I skip over books, not and they're part of a series, and not because I don't want to carry the whole series. And honestly, if you have 30 books in a book series, I don't want to carry 30 books. I'm sorry. But it's not that I don't want to carry your book. It's that when I find out that this is actually book 3 of a 5-book story arc, and no one knows about the other 4 books, don't know what to tell you. So, yeah, that's it for today. I ran 4 minutes. I usually try to keep this at 3. So, anyway, so swing by. It's Thursday. It's nice and sunny outside. The birds are chirping. And I've got books. I've got records. Fat Tracks, Cedar Park. See ya.
Contract or no, I will not bow to any sponsor.